Things are fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to this stream. It's a baking stream. We're in my kitchen. Lots of people are motorizing outside and my Tamagotchi is screaming for his life. Let me take care of Coco and then we'll get to introductions and then baking. That's not actually baking because it's ice cream making. I can start actually boiling this. It's a 50-50 shot whether or not the ice cream turns out well. Mostly because, again, I am kind of using this recipe from memory. The recipe that I used to use at my old bakery, how we used to make ice cream, because I really like that recipe and it's easy to do. But we used to use trimoline. I don't have trimoline, so I have to make my own. So that's what I'm doing. There's sugar and water in this pot. I am boiling it. I'm gonna add a little bit of cream of tartar because that's randomly what a recipe that I saw online said. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's also getting so warm that the chocolate in my cabinet is melting. It's also so hot in my kitchen. I don't have an AC in here. I have an AC that I can put in here. I've just been too lazy, and also I made garlic confit, so my oven's been like on for the last like hour and a half. It's so warm in here. I got the fan going, but it doesn't help much. Anyway, back to cream of tartar. But there it is. But yeah, let me pull out the chocolate because I forgot I was going to add some. Because again, I am winging this recipe. I have a general understanding of how much liquids I need for the ice cream base, but like the chocolate part, not so much. Anyway, the random recipe online telling me how to make trimoline tells me to use 1/4 a teaspoon. I had teaspoons. Do a little nice little shaky shake. Get it as level as possible because it also says 1 gram, but my scale doesn't measure out to 1 gram. Mix it up real quick because I should not be mixing this after it starts boiling. But to be fair, it's not boiling yet, so everything's fine. I also have so many dishes to do, but again, that's a later problem for later. God, didn't you guys miss this? Me being in my kitchen complaining about all the dishes I don't want to do. You shouldn't have missed it because I feel like it still happens on like a daily basis. I can turn you up higher because all you need to do is boil, and in the meantime, I can start doing other ice cream stuff because I feel like I should have been doing this and heating this up and had this ready several hours earlier because I have to let this cool and kind of solidify almost before adding it to my ice cream. I'm boiling it now, so there's a lot of temperature stuff, you know, with ice cream, and it's gross, and I hate it. I'm gonna make it anyway. I'm not making the ice cream today, by the way. I'm just making the ice cream base, and then eventually I will make that base into ice cream. I also actually need both pots in order to make the ice cream, so I can't do anything until that pot is done boiling. I also just realized that I don't have any room in my freezer. I'm like, I'm gonna make ice cream because I have an ice cream machine and I haven't made ice cream, and I really want to make ice cream because I have an ice cream machine now. But I don't have any room in my freezer at all. I'm just gonna have to eat an ungodly amount of things in my freezer. It's gonna be a freezer dinner. I'm gonna make chicken tenders and pizza rolls and Hot Pockets. It's boiling. I also have a pastry brush. I'm gonna wet it and kind of wipe down the sides. Make sure no crystally junk falls in, because anytime you're making any boiling sugar stuff, you should be wiping down the sides. Otherwise bad things may happen, and then you're gonna be like, oh no, now I have to clean a pot filled with boiling, just sticky sugar. That's not a fun time. You don't want to do that once, let alone twice or 3 times. It's a bad time for everyone involved. What am I supposed to temperature-wise this to? 236. I should like find something to put this in when it's done. Ew, why not? I kind of want to split it up so it cools down faster, because I don't want it to be like still hot when I have to add it to the ice cream base, because the ice cream base is going to be hot. So adding a hot liquid to a hot liquid is not going to be the worst thing in the world, but I would like it to not be hot. 217, 222, 225, 226, 227. You guys remember this? The waiting for things to bake / cook? We're all having a great time. 225, 227, 229. The 236 is what the temperature I need to bring it to. Good enough. It is an interesting, like, syrupy consistency. Let me pour it out over here. Why did I pull out turmeric? I just want to show you guys the consistency of the syrup. It's just an inverted sugar, so it's now like a liquidy consistency. It's not going to make the ice cream crystallize when I add it. These are really hot, but I'm going to put them in the refrigerator anyway. It's fine. They need to cool down. Do I have room in the refrigerator is the real question. Absolutely not, but we're going to do it anyway. And now we can continue on making the actual ice cream part. I'm going to fill this with water, because I was going to use the other pot as a double boiler, but now this has sugar in it, and I'm just going to boil out the water, and now it's going to be the double boiler. Yay. I have my recipe on this torn sheet of paper that I scribbled down. What I'm going to do is grab this pot and my scale. I'm going to measure stuff out over here so you can see. What do I need? Milk, cream, sugar? But these expire tomorrow, so I needed to figure out how to use them. Starting with liquids, we're FIFOing, so we're using the old milk first, that again also expires tomorrow. 17.3 ounces. Do I remember how I got to that? Absolutely not. Now apparently, hold on, one, yoink. I love how I said that I was going to measure it over here so you could see, and then you proceed to not see anything. All of the milk, heavy cream, same, 17.3 ounces. Open that up without spilling heavy cream everywhere, preferably. If it happens, it happens. I don't want it to happen, but it could happen. And sugar, 8.6 ounces. And then I actually have to split that up into 2 segments, because half of the sugar is going to go into the milk and heavy cream, and then the other half of the sugar is going to go into this bowl with a bunch of egg yolks. But that is a later problem for later. 4.3 ounces of sugar in here. And then that's all of the measurements I have. Now we go into the things that I don't have measurements for, like cocoa powder. I have cocoa powder. I don't know how much to add. Your guess is as good as mine. I also have chocolate chips that I'm going to add. These are milk chocolate. Do I want milk chocolate? What other chocolate do I have? Bittersweet 60%. I'm thinking a handful of each. Are we all good with that? Are we all okay with that? You guys don't get a choice. This is my ice cream. I would grab a handful of this, but it's actually kind of melty. That is a very weird texture. Okay, it's fine. And just a little shaky shake of cocoa powder. I don't know how much to add, and it's also not gonna like incorporate right away, so I don't want to add too much for it to not incorporate. And it's really hard to tell how much to add because it doesn't incorporate. If I had to guess, like half a cup. Also, actually in there, other things that I'm not measuring out. Salt, it's actually in my living room. Hold on. I'm gonna add vanilla too. I was gonna add the fancy vanilla, but this is chocolate. I was gonna say themed. This is chocolate themed ice cream, flavored, chocolate flavored ice cream. So I don't really care about it being like really good vanilla fancy flavored. I'm really just adding this as a little extra bump. I'm gonna need so many whisks, and it's so good that I have like 5 whisks. And with all of these things in the pot, I'm gonna whisk it up a little bit and just get that to a boil. And in the meantime, in this bowl, in the double boiler, I'm going to add the other half of sugar. So what was it again? Did I do this right? I'm starting to second guess myself now. No, that seems right. Okay, yeah, 4. I'm golfing now. 4. Too much, but it's fine. Just grab a handful of sugar. And I also need to separate out eggs. Separate out so many eggs. I need, so many egg yolks. 8.6 ounces of egg yolks. That's like Hello? I literally don't know what he's screaming about. I cannot see him, but I need to separate so many goddamn eggs. What's up, buddy? You good? Bye. Back to... God. What? I think he just wants attention. As do we all. Back to separating eggs, because I need to be cooking this. What's the best way to do this? Putting the shells here, egg whites in here, egg yolks in here. So I feel like I'm just gonna need to go get eggs tomorrow if I eventually end up making the brownies tomorrow. Wait, holy shit! This. Look at it. That's good luck. Double yolked up on a Monday. Hello, sir. Welcome to the kitchen. Can I offer you an egg white? Can I offer you an egg in these trying times, Mason? So I'm gonna add the egg yolks in here. I'm going to take a whisk, and then this is really it. I'm just gonna stand here and whisk things for a hot minute. I want the egg yolk to cook, but I don't want it to like cook so much that it solidifies. I still want it to be a liquid and combine it with the sugar so it gets like thick, but I don't want it to get like scrambly eggy. Can you get a texture? I forgot how long making ice cream base takes. It's been almost an hour. Is it worth it? I don't know. I haven't made the ice cream yet. Is my whisk breaking as I'm using this? That's fun. The eggs are slowly getting there. They're getting to be an interesting texture. Kinda chunky, but not really chunky, but also a little chunky. It's getting thick. That's the word I should use. Let me see if I can show you. It's so steamy underneath. But it's like ribbony. It holds its texture a little bit. You still can't see. It's a weird texture, but this needs to get to a boil real quick, and then I'm gonna add this to that, and then we're gonna combine it, and it's gonna be great. I'm actually gonna slap this down, put that down, so it doesn't move. I need a container to hold the liquid in, but I'm gonna need to strain it, because there's definitely scrambled eggy bits in here. 100%, so I'm gonna have to strain it out, and I'm gonna do that. I really need to buy cheesecloth. Instead, I've just been using this fucking bandana for all of my food straining needs, and to be fair, it is Pride Month, so the rainbow bandana does fit. It's working so well right now. Ready? Boil! I'd say it's simmering, but I'm just gonna add a little bit at a time while continuously whisking to kind of incorporate it. What do you want, mushroom? I'm trying to ice cream. You be steamy over there. I still need to add the trimoline to that. The trimoline is actually, it's kind of thick. I don't know if you can see. It's like wrinkly and kind of like a gel more than a liquid. I could definitely let it cool longer. I am actually gonna put it in the freezer for like 3 minutes. Basically, this is also just, at this point, a pudding. Like, if it's thick enough and you cook it long enough, this is just the recipe for pudding. I just made chocolate pudding. Y'all see the whisk breaking though, as it's just hit. That belongs down there. I'm actually gonna try to pour it in and see what happens. What an interesting consistency. The recipe should make about 1.5 quarts because my ice cream machine can hold 2 quarts, and I thought I don't need 2 quarts of ice cream. I don't need half a gallon of ice cream. I say as I still made like half a gallon of ice cream. Where are my other delis? I washed a lot of them. In this process, I'm actually putting away dishes, and when I say putting them away, I mean I'm taking the clean dishes that I have and I have yet to put away, and I'm using them. I feel like this is still really hot, and I'm going to burn myself as I do this. Oh no. I'm starting to think this is actually so thick that it's not going through. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's too hot for me to like squeeze it out. Maybe if I use like plastic gloves, it'll burn less. No, that's hot. It's not working. It's not working. Do I just put it back in the bowl? Back in the bowl you go. This is fun. Is everyone having fun? It's still so hot. It's steaming. The pudding is hot. Okay, one more schloop. Is that the action, the movement that I'm making? Yep. Ah, that's hot. Okay, well, I'm gonna put this in the sink. I guess that's something I also have to wash now. Yeah, I'm not using that one anymore. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna pour a little bit in, and then I'm gonna take a spatula. I'm just gonna kind of mash it down and hope for the best. Ah, this is hard. Yeah, we definitely got some scrambled eggs in here. When I say that, I mean I am making dessert scrambled eggs. So much dessert scrambled eggs. I need a bigger container than this. I can transfer it over into this once it's all strained, but right now I need a bigger bowl. Never mind, I can just put this in here. I was freaking out over nothing. Never mind. Ignore my cries for help. Throw this in here so I don't have to worry about it falling over the side, and then I can just put that bowl into there, and everything will be great. Everything will be fine. Everything's fine, guys. Please believe me. Pour it in. I think there is definitely going to be some egg that gets through, but that's fine. Ah! That was a little bit more screamy than I was anticipating. Well, some of the non-strained out stuff fell into the strained stuff, so now I gotta re-strain the strained stuff. Scrape this back in here. Everything's fine, guys. Shut up. Shut up. Trying this again. We're gonna hold it near and dear to our heart now. I saw everything. I know. I know. Scrape it all in there because we want to get all of the ice cream. There's going to be so much ice cream. I already have ice cream in my fridge too because I went back to Wisconsin and my hometown has a really good ice cream place. And so I bought ice cream there. So I don't honestly know why there's ice cream on the floor. Now there's a bunch of chocolate on my sock. That's fun. Can I offer anyone chocolate scrambled eggs? It's delicious. I now understand why there's ice cream on the floor because I just held a strainer filled with liquid right over the floor. God, there's so much dishes. Y'all are like, I miss the baking streams. I want the baking streams to come back. This is why I stopped. Look at it. Look at that. It's overflowing my sink. But I get ice cream from it, so I guess that's okay. I definitely still see some eggy bits in here. But honestly, protein. Let me grab... I'm actually going to set up kind of like a little ice bath situation for the ice creams. The real magic is the friends we made along the way. Yeah, so I'm so glad that we all could become friends. I would love to invite you guys over, and we can clean my house together as friends. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also have to add the tourmaline. I completely forgot about that. It is a consistency. I don't know how to add it because I've already separated it. But the recipe calls for what, an ounce? This is like half and half, so if I put half an ounce in each, I fucked this up. It's fine. Okay, that's half. A little more than half, but it's fine. And the other one. That's not half an ounce. That's fine. 3/4, but it's fine. I do have high hopes for the ice cream base. Like it's looking good. It's a good consistency. I'm just gonna put ice in the bowls and then fill it up with water so it cools down. So it cools down the internal product. God, now there's just gonna be water everywhere. There's ice cream everywhere. Ice everywhere. There's ice cream everywhere. There's water everywhere because there's ice everywhere. My recipe's wet. Not like I was really following it anyway. I'm just gonna take a rubber glove, scrape this Trimoline into this Trimoline. I definitely did not feel a glove just break because of my nail, and there's definitely inverted sugar under my nails now. We got a bartering system going on. I will give you a free cake if you do my dishes for me. But to be fair, if I don't make the cake in the first place, then I won't have the dishes from the cake. So it's kind of a shitty deal. It's just you guys get a free cake and I have to do labor. You guys also have to do labor, but the labor wouldn't have happened if you didn't want the cake in the first place. I want to do more baking streams because I kind of fell off, but this was really fun, despite how much I complained the entire time. But that is it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for being here and so much for watching. And I will see you guys when I see you guys next. Bye-bye.